Hey everybody, Phil Struzula from Next Wave Hire back with another Whiteboard Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about a topic I think super interesting, using Facebook to acquire talent. I think it's interesting because the average person in the US spends 50 minutes a day on Facebook and Instagram combined. The average LinkedIn user spends 18 minutes a month on LinkedIn. And so this is like incredibly fertile ground to get in front of the right people. We also have a really compelling case study with some data behind it that just sort of shows how effective this can be. So first of all, what are we actually talking about here? We're talking about putting an ad in the newsfeed. Video, photo, some text, targeting the right demographic, people in the right area with the right skill set. Don't target by age unless you want to get in trouble, especially in the United States. We're getting these people to click call to action to a landing page, probably on our career site, something like sales at our company, with more information. So again, we're putting our marketing hat on here. This is actually not using the Facebook jobs platform. This is using the Facebook marketing platform, just as a marketer would, to get into the newsfeed, get somebody to a landing page with more information, maybe another video, photos, text, employee value propositions, maybe it's perks, benefits, what people do at the work, etc. And then the call to action here is to leave information that a recruiter can use to vet and contact you. This could be going into the ATS, but realize that most people surfing Facebook do not have an up-to-date resume. They're not on Indeed and Monster. They're not actively looking for jobs. This is more to get that person who you wouldn't have otherwise found through those traditional channels. Okay, so let's look at a case study here. This is for a high volume role in Europe. So take these numbers and realize that they're going to be much different if you're in the United States, if you're going after corporate sort of employees, and if you have data on that, please send it my way. I would love to see it. So the total amount spent here was 800 euros. And for 800 euros, what they get? They got 5,000 visitors, which at a 16.8% rate converted visitor to filling out the form, 855 responses, 72% of them, 616 total candidates, were qualified. So they had a work visa, they filled out the right contact information, etc. Of these 616, 258 were hired, 42% rate. Obviously, this is for a high volume role. If we're talking about something like a software engineer, our funnel is going to look probably a lot more like this as opposed to a cylinder. Maybe the 72% becomes 40%, maybe the candidate to hire ratio is more like a 5% or 2% sort of thing. But here's the compelling thing. The cost per hire was 47 euros. And if you're doing the math out, you're like, wait, I thought they only spent 800 euros and they made 258 hires, so that's not 47, that's, I don't know, like 2.5 or something like that. Well, the 47 includes all the other costs. So in total, this campaign cost 12,500 euros. And they had 258 hires. So that's pretty darn good. Of course, it's going to be different in the United States. The cost per clicks are higher. It's going to be different for the targeting for software engineers, salespeople with experience, etc. But I just want to hit home that this is a really effective campaign and something that you should be trying. And if you have data on these other demographics, I'd love to see them. Again, Phil from Next Wave Hire. Thanks a lot for checking out our Whiteboard Wednesday videos.